This old truck has about 400,000 miles on it.
Cash for clunkers.
In my family, we get a new truck every 22 years, whether we need one or not.
Basically, this allows folks to trade in their older, less fuel-efficient cars for credits.
Granddaddy got one in 54, Daddy in 76, 98 was my year. My boys can hardly wait till 2020 when it's their year.
There were skeptics who weren't sure that this Cash for Clunkers program would work.
This old truck has a 5-speed manual transmission. That saved me a few $100s when I bought that. It doesn't have power windows. That saved a few more $100s. If you drive that manual transmission right, you can save about a mile or two a gallon on your gas mileage if you're careful with it.
There are things that you can do individually, though, to save energy. Making sure your tires are properly inflated.
And then it reduces the number of repairs that you have to have because you don't have the automatic. All in all, it's a pretty cheap truck, but it's got everything in the world we need, and it gets me from place to place.
Americans like to drive their big SUVs. We're going to have to change our habits.
They say I'm cheap. I just like to think I'm fiscally conservative.
That there are legitimate concerns that the funds in this program might soon be exhausted.
You know, if this country knew how to get by with 400,000-mile trucks.
For everyone out there who's still looking to make a trade.
Those folks up in Washington wouldn't be spending us into oblivion and piling up debt on our kids and our grandkids.
Democrats in the House are working to pass legislation today that would use some Recovery Act funding to keep this program going, funding that we would work to replace down the road.
I look at what's going on in Washington, how they're spending us into Kingdom Come. They're risking our children's future. They're risking our future. I see that kind of waste. I see that kind of waste in government and that kind of spending, and it scares the dickens out of me, and it scares the dickens out of most folks.
We're doing everything possible to continue this program.
And I'm running it till it dies, just like I did the vehicle I had before.
So I'm very pleased with the progress that's been made in the House today on the Cash for Clunkers program.
That's who I am. That's how I was raised. That's how I was brought up. That's the values that my family has. And if you send me to Washington, I'm going to take those same values as well as this old truck to Washington.
All the Americans out there who are still struggling because they're out of work or not having enough work know that this administration will not rest.
You would think they would be saying thank you. That's what you'd think.